Hey guys, okay, I'm finally making this video that I started planning last week. I just wanted to talk briefly about talking to people about Arbonne. I was talking with one friend and she was talking about some of the things that she's run into, and one of the things was price, and I know that's a common thing for a lot of people to run into, and especially if you're in a county with really high poverty, that can be one issue, but don't let it be that. Okay, so with everyone, definitely start with the business. Everyone can benefit from it. I don't care how much money they make or how much they love their job. There's not anyone in their right mind who's really going to turn down the opportunity to make enough money to live their life on their own terms. And they don't even have to quit their job. If they love it that much, they can do both and go on trips. So I definitely start with the business with everyone. I'm not picky about that at all. If they're a doctor, they're spending all of their time working and they have plenty of money, but they don't have time to spend it and they don't have time to spend with their families. So definitely don't be afraid to talk to people just just because they have a good paying job. It's about sponsoring up. Don't just look at the people who are, in desperate need of it, because a lot of times those people don't have enough motivation to actually do the work, and sometimes they do. There are definitely some people that desperately need it, and I guess it depends on everyone's opinion of desperate, but anyways, the moral of the story is don't be afraid to share Arbonne with anyone based off of their current situation. Okay, so as far as prices go, they are comparable to products sold in Dillard's. We do have the price comparison chart. It does have some popular brands on it. I know that as far as makeup, Bare Minerals is very similar to what our price for our mineral makeup is. The only difference is they don't offer a discount permanently for a whole year. And especially if people are going to get a 35% discount, that's a really big deal. So that makes us lower priced. And better product, that's a given. I won't even go into that. Okay, so always suggest a discount. Obviously, that's going to help you with your district manager bonus as well. Definitely help them find the best way to shop and look at different options for them. As far as price, if somebody's saying it's too expensive, obviously you're going to offer a discount. If they're saying it's too expensive, they can't afford it, they don't have enough money, all of this, then you obviously need to be talking about the business, because maybe they need a little extra cash. Who cares if they're not going to spend it on makeup? They might need some more money. So that's definitely something to keep your ears open about. And this is just a fun little story. And I don't know if she'll remember this, but Brittany, new area manager, she hosted a party after she went to a party that I did with someone else. She decided to host a party. And at her party, I was listening and I overheard her say, "I'm just going to have to sell this stuff just so I can buy it." So when I was, entering in her party, I texted her and was like, "Hey, do you want to go ahead and sign up and I can put all of this under your name and you can get a free product," or something. I don't really remember what all I said, but that's how I even said something to her about getting started. And I can't remember what happened specifically as far as her, jumping in with the business. I don't know what it was that reeled her in. You can ask her about it. But anyways, keep your Arbonne ears open, because people are always telling you why they need Arbonne. So with our products, as far as the price goes, just be confident. And I tell people stuff like this. You get what you pay for. You're not paying for what's on the Walmart shelf. The eye cream down there is obviously not going to be as good as the eye cream that you can get at Dillard's, or obviously our eye cream. And it's not going to be concentrated. Those things are like this big and they're full of fillers. Even if somebody's not concerned about ingredients, they may be concerned about how long stuff's going to last. And you probably all know, if you're using it, that RE9 lasts for a really long time, even if you take it to presentations. We do have one huge thing that none of those companies can offer, like Bare Minerals. any companies through Dillard's or any kind of retailer like that. We do also offer a lucrative business deal with our products. So if people can't afford this stuff, obviously they can look at the business. No one offers that. No one's going to be calling from Clinique saying, would you like to take this job? You can make 6 figures a year if you work really hard. That's not going to happen unless they're like big dogs at Clinique, like somebody who is not in the department store. Anyways. And yeah, so we talked about the business if they have no money. Just come from a place of helping people. Look for the need. There's a need from everyone, whether they are a stay-at-home mom and they need to get out of the house, whether they want to be a stay-at-home mom but their family doesn't make enough money to support that as a possibility. Maybe they haven't gone on a vacation in a long time and they would like to make some extra money to go on a vacation or earn a vacation. Just think about the things that people need. I don't know if everyone's aware, but it's pretty much common in America for a lot of people, or for people to go into extreme debt. People will max out their paychecks with their payments, not max out their paychecks with actually purchasing stuff. So then they're in a long line of things that are needing to be paid for, credit card debt, stuff like that. People you know, and you have no idea that they're in these problems, they are dealing with these problems. I promise if I had a statistic, I'm sure it would be really high, but there's not anyone who doesn't need some extra cash. And maybe, you know, an extra income, you know, more money than just a little bit extra cash. Anyways, regardless of how you feel asking or whether or not you ask, they will purchase from someone else. And it could be Arbonne from someone else, and that's not fun if you've experienced that. Everyone knows what they can and can't spend. Don't shop from your own wallet for other people. So if I'm somewhere and I have $1 and I know I can't buy anything, just because I'm doing a presentation doesn't mean I'm going to assume everyone there has $1 in their wallet. So let's see, about 6-7 months ago, I drove 3 hours. It's a 6-hour trip both ways. A couple of times to do a party with somebody, and then, you know, kind of talk to her about the business, and then we were going to do launch parties, and we did. And all of the people there were younger, didn't really have a lot of money, so they were 0 RV parties. And that happens. If you didn't listen to Margaret's call just now, you need to go listen to it. All of those are just part of the process. Anyways, so she had talked about being a little bit interested in the nutrition products, but at the time she didn't purchase anything because she didn't have any money to. And, you know, I kind of kept in touch with her, talked to her a couple of times down the road. You know, was letting her know, you know, I promoted, my paychecks are getting bigger, I'm getting a bigger percentage raise, yada yada. Well, anyway, she texted me about 3 weeks ago and said, hey girl, guess what? And I was like, what? And, you know, I'm kind of thinking maybe she's going to be like, I decided to sign up. Well, guess what? She did. With somebody else. That she went to a party in, anyway, she went to a party somewhere, and her mom had gotten invited to it, and her mom had actually had a party booked and then canceled it because she didn't think anyone would want to buy it because it was too expensive. And then, lo and behold, they both signed up and bought ASVPs and the whole 9 yards. So, anyways, don't be afraid to talk to people, because even in that instance, I did talk to her. I guess I hadn't in a little while, but somebody else will. Whether it be Arbonne or any other kind of company, definitely you want to be the person that talks to them first. Anyways, so just a few things in closing as far as talking about the business. Become familiar with the compensation plan. Understand how it works, so that you're able to kind of explain it to people. Look at other companies' compensation plans. I look at quite a few, and there aren't any that I've found so far that are anywhere near as generous as ours. So look at those, and don't like diss other companies and say, well, so and so doesn't pay this because you have to do this first. Don't do anything like that. Just know that what you have to offer is better than what a lot of companies are going to be able to offer people. And fake it till you make it. It's one of my favorite ones. Just act like you're an MVP in your head. Nobody will know. People at presentations don't know what it is. You have to believe where you claim to be going before anyone else will. You can stand and say, I'm gonna be an MVP all day, but if you're just saying it and you don't actually believe it, no one else is gonna believe it either. People can see right through that stuff. So that would be part of personal growth and positive affirmations daily. This business does work if you work. It's not easy. I always tell people I'm not going to use the word easy. It's just simple. We do have to work for where we are, but it's a heck of a lot easier than showing up at a job every day. Anyway, people are joining every day. I don't know if you're aware, but Arbonne is massively growing right now. So you definitely should be talking to people because people are wanting to sign up and people are signing up. Everyone who tells their story the most will win. There's plenty of room at the top for everyone. It's not likely that it's ever going to become saturated because there aren't enough people that will actually stick with it to the end. And if you've made yourself familiar with a lot of network marketing books, then you've probably read stuff like that. It's like a 1% out of all the people who sign up are actually going to go to the top, so just stay in the 1%. Close the back door, like there's no other option. It took me a little while to understand what that meant, but once I did, it was like, this is the only option that I have. This is the only way that I can go. There's nothing else I can do, so I guess I better make it work. Know exactly what you have to offer, stress relief, financial relief. People are probably drowning in tons of debt. Student loans, houses, mortgages, cars, credit cards, whatever else, loan companies. Let's see. Lead from the front. Don't ask anyone to do anything that you wouldn't do yourself. And open your mouth and just don't close it. Maybe it'll be annoying to some people, but is it really that annoying to you if it's gonna seal the deal for your whole life? Anyway, so one thing that Debbie Neal likes to say a lot is we're in the sorting business. I would like to go back and reiterate, a lot of people will sign up for your business. I have not yet experienced a brand new district manager who fell off the face of the earth. I hope I don't, but I've heard it happens every now and then. So you have to keep people coming in constantly. If you were at the Oklahoma Impact, we listened to Carlita Nelson talk about how you should have one district going out and a new one working and going out right after her. Like, you need one coming in and one going out each month. So you want to keep your districts flowing. Think about stuff like that. Even if somebody signs up, we've all probably had this happen. Somebody signs up, they're super excited, and then, you never hear from again. So this is totally different training, so I'm not going to get into that, but you definitely want to start them quickly because they want to see results quickly. The longer they have for things to not get started, not take off, the longer they have for doubt and fear to come in, and that happens really easily and really quickly. And that gives a lot more time for family members to start being like, are you sure you want to do this? Does that really work? All the stuff that we don't like to hear. But anyways, hopefully you got something out of talking to people about the business and about dealing with people who are concerned about the pricing. Anyways, if anyone needs any elaboration, I'm not afraid to say any of that stuff to people. I'll tell them all day long that it's not expensive when they want to sit there and say it is. Clearly it's not like Walmart, but you're not getting a Walmart quality product. But anyways, so hopefully this is helpful, and see ya!